Hey everybody, I'm Awesome NES.
And I'm Supreme King Zack.
And we're here for our supposed final episode.
Yeah, our possibly final episode
of
for
the Pokemon
Pokemon
Purple Podcast Region Review Alola.
Alola.
We're here for Alola. It's Generation 7 this time.
That means hello.
In Alola.
In Alola.
Aloha is actually how you would say that if we were... Okay. Anyway. So for this generation, we actually had a really low number of Pokemon. We just calculated it up, and including the Ultra Beasts and Legendaries, it goes to 80. And without them, it's 62.
Yeah.
So I would say this is probably the smallest generation of Pokemon.
It is
ever.
Most definitely the smallest. If it's not the smallest, then...
I know that Generation 2 included an extra 151.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how they...
No, this is the smallest. Yeah.
And then I think 3 had a... Oh, but 3 was still big, but I'm pretty sure it's the second smallest.
Really?
I think so.
I thought Sinnoh had the second smallest.
Maybe.
Because it introduced a lot of evolutions, which are new Pokemon.
Well, that still counts as new Pokemon.
Yeah, you're right.
It would increase the Pokedex.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, so talking about Generation 7.
Yeah!
The Pokemon.
They're all over the place. There are some really good ones, and then there's some really not good ones.
Yeah.
And now I said really good ones, and now I'm thinking, like, what? Solgaleo and Tapu Koko.
Tapu Koko is pretty neat. I like Savali's design.
Oh, I forgot about, like, Type Null and Savali.
I don't like Type Null. Type Null's kind of...
I actually liked Type Null more than Savali.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know why.
Okay. Yeah, that's weird.
Oh, and Togedemaru's okay.
Mimikyu.
I love Mimikyu. Mimikyu is one of the really good ones.
Oh, Delmise. The anchor.
Yeah, the anchored cereal. He's got a that's one of the really weird ones, but I
really like him. I know he's very obscure.
I love him too. Yeah. And that reminds me of Marini and Toxapex. I love those too. I'm a big ocean guy. But,
Ocean man.
But yeah. Oh yeah, Jangmo-O and that whole evolution
I really
line
like that.
of all
Pakamo is kind of odd.
Yeah, the middle one.
But
he just stands funny.
But the rest of them are...
This is a Meteor? Minior?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like...
And Pyukumuku.
Yeah. I like Minior's thing where it changes color. Or not changes color, but there are like a few different colors it can be. I think that's pretty neat. Design-wise, I think it's kind of...
Oh, yeah. No, it's just... it's just a sea cucumber, so, there's not really a lot you can do with that.
Minior.
Oh, Minior. I thought we were talking about Pyukumuku still.
Yes, so with Pyukumuku, it is just a sea cucumber.
Also, again, you can't really do much with that. Like, what? The best we've had besides that is, like, Lunatone and Solrock and being
right.
Meteor Pokemon or something.
You're right.
When you got Minior, it's literally... What can you do?
Yeah.
It's a rock.
It's a rock.
But speaking of...
has a face.
I think my favorite of this generation, it's just so random, but every time I remember it, I just get so excited. Freaking Stuffle. I don't know why, but
Stuffle
I love Stuffle.
Yes.
I love Stuffle. And then the Ultra Beasts, like, those guys are pretty cool.
They're very... I think they're
so
into the
weird. Yeah,
category.
they're all really weird. But, some of them have really good designs. Some of them have... Kartana, I think, has kind of boring and bland design. Guzzlord...
Crazy strong.
Guzzlord is interesting.
I like Guzzlord's
I don't even remember the B guy's name.
Buzzwole.
Buzzwole. I don't know how I feel about that one. Like, to this day, I think out of all of them, my favorite is just the original Nihilego.
I like Xurkitree.
I don't know. I'm so put off by its design.
Really?
It's just so... It's like a bunch of wires with a big spike.
Also Pheromosa. I like Pheromosa too.
Oh, yeah. I didn't see the ones that came out after. Oh, I probably would have loved
Blacephalon.
Poipole and the one that it evolves into.
Neolega. Nope.
No, that's the jelly.
Nangodel.
Naginadel.
Thank you. Yes, Poipole is really neat and cool, and
I love him.
Its evolution just has a big pointy thing, and I'm just like,
Oh. But what's one were you saying?
Blacephalon.
I don't know what that is.
Funny.
Oh, that's the clown that throws its head and blasts Cephalon. It's an exploding head. Ha.
And then you have Trump's Wall.
Is that its name?
No, it's not hilarious. But
Trump's Wall.
I don't remember its name.
Trump's Wall.
That's why I said that. But it's just a big wall. It
has eyeballs in it.
It has a lot of eyeballs.
Villain.
Yeah.
Zelda.
It does look like Zelda villain. Yeah. I like Blacephalon and Poipole. They're neat.
I love Poipole.
So, Tapu's. The only one I really like is Tapu Koko. Tapu Fini's okay.
Yeah.
But
the blue one?
That's
Finny's pink, right?
That's Lele.
Oh.
Yep.
I think she was okay. Yeah, and then that one, and then yeah, Bulu is my least favorite.
He's really good. He's just kind of there though.
I don't like his design.
Yeah. I mean, I don't hate any of their designs. It's just I'm just kind of like they're okay. Yeah. But Tapu Koko's cool. Tapu Fini is also pretty neat.
Solgaleo and Lunala are both neat. I really like their designs.
I like Solgaleo more.
Really? I actually almost bought Moon over Sun just because Lunala looks so freaking cool.
Really?
Yeah. Huh. But I ended up going with Sun because of some Pokemon difference. There was something I could get and one not in the other, and I was like, going that.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep.
No.
I didn't want to play the whole thing at night.
That's fair. That's a fair thing. But no, I liked Solgaleo more. I don't know. There was just something about Lunala that was just kind of like, meh.
And then,
Necrozma, how do you feel about him?
I have very small opinions on it.
That's he's right, because you...
He's neat.
You didn't
I hate his creepy grin. If you look like underneath of his face or whatever, it's got like that.
He's got big old arms and very little legs.
Yep.
It's funny.
Yep.
And then he fuses with Solgaleo and Lunala. Mm-hmm. Not English.
There you go.
And those both look really neat. I know you didn't play with Sun and Moon, but I thought those... And then his thing where... Ultra Necrozma.
I did see that.
My gosh, that thing is cool. And my gosh, I hated fighting that thing.
Oh.
Because when you come up to it, you're like, oh, it's just good. I'm just going to be able to capture it with my Master Ball, and it'll be all good. No, it has Totemore around it, so it can't catch it. And then it's like 20 levels higher than your team, and then it just wrecks you. And you're just like, oh, neat.
Hooray!
Grinding.
Yeah.
But it was cool, because Pokemon games aren't hard.
Mm-hmm.
And then they toss that at you, and they're like, hey, frick you.
Yeah.
Like,
you got.
Thanks, Nintendo.
There's something that Ultra Necrozma reminds me of, and I can't put my finger on it. I think it might be a Digimon, but maybe a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I don't know, but
it's probably a Digimon, like 100%.
Oh yeah, yeah. Honestly, this is a topic for another discussion, but real quick, I just want to touch on how Pokemon have started to look more and more like Digimon within the past 2 generations. Because when I think about Bruxish from the last generation, and then I start thinking of like the new designs for the Generation 8 so far, they look like Digimon, especially the legendaries, Zacian and
Zamazenta.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are definitely.
They look like Digimon.
Because Digimon definitely holds swords.
I think Scorbunny looks like
You think Scorbunny
very
looks like
Digimon-like? Yeah. As soon as I saw him, I was like, "Is that a Digimon?" Very first time I saw him, I was like, "It's the protagonist," because the protagonist always has like a fire
dragon
elemental. Yeah, but like it's usually like a fire.
Yeah, it has fire.
Except for the blue one. But he wasn't even the main in that. Was he? Oh well, we're getting off topic. So we'll talk about that later.
No, I'm curious now.
Anyway, so Alola itself as a region, I mean, it looks like Hawaii, and I can't complain because like they did a good job of like keeping that intact. It was kind of weird, like the order of the islands, but I thought that was pretty neat too. I wish we would have had a little bit more freedom on which island to go to, but I understand that they have a setting, like a certain
there's a
pattern
set path
you have to do it.
Yeah. But I did like the design of it because it did stay true to Hawaii, and you've been to Hawaii, so you can attest to that.
Yeah, actually, the big island, I don't remember the name of the big island in Pokemon, but the big island, that's where I went. And they have a lot of similarity. Like, it's really close. It's hilarious. It's just really funny. Because I was like, I remember this exact path. Because the path leading up to the volcano.
Really?
There's actually a path, like, almost just like that. Because we tried to go to the volcano.
Huh.
We didn't get to because there was fear of eruption. But it was heavily guarded.
Huh. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
So, there's that. I liked how HMs were not in this generation.
Me too. The ride Pokemon were so good.
Yes, I really enjoyed.
Is this where we got Go-Goat? No, that was last generation. It didn't even have Go-Goat in this generation.
Nope.
Well, like, not catchable on the...
Yeah, nope. But yes, so I thought that was really neat. I'm very glad they did that. It was a very good thing.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that they're sticking to that in the next generation.
Uh-huh.
Because I hated HMs.
I didn't hate HMs. I just hated that you couldn't delete them.
I didn't hate HMs till I realized that we didn't need them.
Yeah, that's fair.
I was like, I hate HMs.
Right.
And it was really just the fact that you could not delete them on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would have to like in Diamond, I had an Infernape, which was my starter.
And it ended up having nothing but
ended up
Asians
just
at
having
one point, didn't it?
everything but...
And a flame wheel.
Yes! Yes, so it had Cut,
Yep.
Rock Climb, Strength or Rock Smash, and Flame Wheel.
That's exactly how I ended up at one point.
And I was just like, this isn't what I wanted, but this is just what I have now.
Yeah, so ride Pokemon and stuff like that are definitely... I'm very glad they did that for that generation.
It's a plus.
The graphical update from X and Y to this was also really cool.
It was actually very large.
It was a big update there. And then we got a not so good rival again, but I mean that's okay because Hal's a good boy, but he's not a good rival.
He gets better in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon.
Really?
He's not.
I didn't play Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. He did.
He's not too different, but I would say he is definitely better.
That's good.
Just like, okay, so this is where things are going to differentiate a lot. The evil team.
Mm-hmm.
So, with not a lot, I guess, but a decent amount.
Uh-huh.
So, in just normal Sun and Moon, we had Team Skull and the Aether Fountain. Spoilers, by the way. I
thought that was kind of assumed, though.
I guess, but, I feel like I just have to say it, because one person's just going to be like, I'm going to watch this video, and then they're going to be like, spoilers! Just like, just fair warning.
Yeah.
Spoilers, by the way. So, Team Skull, working with the Aether Foundation, lose means evil. Well, evil.
I heard she was, like, less evil in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
She's not evil.
Oh.
Yeah. She's actually a good person.
What?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Is she still a good mom, though?
She is better mom.
Well, because she's not a good mom in the first game, but is she a good mom?
She is a mom.
That's good.
So, I really liked Luzamine in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Wow.
In Sun and Moon, I was like, oh, she is just bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually, felt kind of a connection, because she actually, felt sympathy for Gladion and Luzamine.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's neat.
Oh, it's right.
That's
Gladion
cool.
is her son.
Yep.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So, but also in Ultra Sun and Moon, you have the Ultra Recon Squad, who shows you. You just gave me a weird look. Like, what did you just say? So they're from a different dimension where Necrozma sucked up all the light. All the light is gone from their dimension.
What?
Yeah. You know what? I'm just not gonna talk about this. Go play this video game. Because it's pretty neat.
It's $40.
I'll give you my copy.
And a 3DS.
I'll give you my copy.
And a 3DS.
You have a 3DS.
Yeah, but Switch.
You're right.
There's time for the 3DS anymore. Sorry, but I read something yesterday. I gotta say this real fast. Doug Bowser said that the Nintendo Switch Lite will not replace the 3DS.
Are you serious? That's a lie. That's such a lie.
Just had to get that off my chest that was actually said. Okay.
What's coming out for that console? Not console. Anyway, so yeah, you have Eighth Foundation. Their goal is to really Luzamine's goal is just to get the Ultra Beast because they're
bad,
pretty.
Oh,
that's what.
Well, they're also freaking up the environment.
Yeah, but she's like, they're beautiful and I love them. I want them.
Children.
That's all. That's like her motivation. And Team Skull, I didn't care for Team Skull.
Skull. Cool cat.
I thought they were just kind of there to
I liked
be
Guzma.
there. I didn't, though.
Really?
Really? I know a lot of people liked him, but I thought he was just kind of there.
He was just kind of there. Oh, I mean, I heard he plays even less of a role in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon too. But he's big, and I feel like he was pretty big in the first game. Because there's a lot of build up to meeting him, and then you have that mission where you go in with that cop guy and you actually raid the Team Skull Fortress.
That one was kind of cool.
That was really cool. That. And then you find Guzma on his throne of pillows.
And he's got all the buggy Z.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought he was a neat character. I think it was funny that we had a not completely serious villain for once. Because every other villain has been especially towards the end of each of their games, they've been pretty deathly serious. Except for Archie and Maxie, who were just confused.
Well, because everything went wrong. So
Yeah, but
oh.
in general, I don't think they ever really had their plans thought out. Because like even especially they expand that in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. They're just doing the things that they think they need to do, and then by the end of the game, they're like, "Oh yeah, that's bad. I shouldn't have done that."
Yeah, we done fricked up.
Yeah.
So you have them, and they're just. I thought it was cool how they were not the real bad guys, and it was the Aether Foundation. It sucks because everybody was like, "Hey, Aether Foundation is bad" before the game even came out.
I mean, they have a creepy name. Gotta be honest.
Kind of.
When you're a foundation in a JRPG. You're a villain.
I know, but it was a cool twist that everybody just kind of found out about before the game came out.
Yeah.
So it had less of an impact, which sucks because I feel like that would have been a really nice.
No, actually, because they're made up to be the villains at the very beginning of the game. There's that cutscene where Lily is running through the hallway and there's people are trying to chase her and capture her.
That's right. Yeah.
They kind of not seem good from the very get go.
Darn. Yeah. Because I don't know. I just feel like they really... Because throughout the rest of the game, though, you really don't know much. I mean, Luzmine kind of has an evil smile on her face at one point, and you're like, oh, yikes. But besides that, they don't really do anything besides that. Because, I mean, throughout most of the game, whenever you see them, they're helping Pokemon. They're fighting Team Skull. So it's like, oh, actual good guys. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, you're right. At the beginning of the game, Lily is running. But she is stealing something from them.
That's also true.
So
I guess. I don't know. But, she's only doing it because she feels like it needs to be protected from them.
Yeah, but kids are stupid.
Yeah. I liked Lily for the most part, though. Like, as a character, she's pretty good. Yeah. Not necessarily as a rival. Maybe once... that one... There's, like, one battle. You battle her, like, once, and it's pretty... Right? Like, right before you cross the bridge?
She doesn't like battling. She hates battles.
I thought she had one battle. Anyway.
And all she has is Cosmo.
Oh, that's right, because she leaves to her own journey at the end of... That's right.
I thought that was neat. I thought it was cool character progression. Because at the beginning, you have her. She's the nice girl. She doesn't really have much of her own personality. Because, she just kind of does what she's told.
What her mom tells her.
Yeah. And then after you defeat... I don't know... At some point... She changes her clothes. Mm-hmm. I think it's after the whole Ultra Beast stuff. Yeah, and she
realizes she looks like Nihilig. Oh my god! My mom's trying to turn me into an alien!
But she gets more of a personality after that, and it's really nice to see that change. And then she ends up going on her own adventure, and I'm like, that's cool. That's how you do character progression right there. Mm-hmm. So, good job, Game Freak, on that.
Yeah. And then speaking of like those characters... I just realized we haven't even touched on tribal captains, but real fast before we do that, I didn't want to mention Gladion, who's actually a really cool character. Even though he's like kind of made up immediately to be like an edgelord, as time goes on, he also gets his own like kind of character arc, and he's actually just cool. He's not just edgelord; he's just actually cool.
Yeah, and I mean, some of it was kind of justified.
Yeah. And then he gets the type null and the that was cool
because like he had the type null, and he was trying to protect it.
Yeah.
And did you ever find out that there was a second type null?
Yeah.
Okay. So he says
he has one and you get one.
Yeah, and he talks about that.
And there's more. There's a shelf that you can check inside of the Aether Foundation, Wick's room, Wick's lab. There's a whole bunch of them.
Really?
Yep.
I thought there were only 2.
And there's a whole bunch of notes saying that a couple of them are dead.
Yeah, I thought they were all not.
Well, yeah, but there's still other type nulls.
Okay. But I was like, they're not working.
They're not working.
So I thought it was cool that I thought it was cool that was like kind of his mission.
Yeah,
was to keep that safe. Also, it evolves with friendship.
Yeah,
and he has Silvally, which means he loves it.
Yeah,
progression.
But tribal captains.
Also, hold on, Gladion's music is a banger.
Yep.
Anyway, tribal captains.
So they I don't know why it's tribal. Trial captains.
Well, tribal captains, trial captain.
Only Kyakwe.
Yeah.
That's very tribal with the spinning Marowaks and the fire.
Also, Alolan forms. We didn't even touch on those.
Let's do the trials first.
Okay.
I thought they were neat. A neat change of pace from gyms.
Yes.
Except for the Zhongmao trial. That one's garbage.
Yes.
It's boring as crap.
It's boring. You just kind of walk in there.
Walk through a cave.
Fight a Jangmo, fight a Hakumo, fight a Komodo, done. That's it.
And the totem the totem Pokemon stuff was really cool too that you fight throughout those. Yep.
Yeah. Those were actually kind of challenging too.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really neat.
Yep. They took a big step back with Let's Go.
Yep. Nintendo, please make Generation 8 a little bit difficult. I know that RPGs are kind of like only as difficult as you make them.
Yeah.
Because you can just grind out levels.
Yep.
But whenever you have something that's kind of...
Well, if you pass the levels too fast, that's the thing. Like, most people aren't going to spend extra time grinding.
That's true. Yeah.
I feel like you're going to have natural progression as time goes on.
Yeah.
And I feel like if at one point throughout the game, if things just settles at like 30, you know, and you're starting to rise higher and higher as you battle things, and things are staying around 30, 32, almost 40, you know, by the time you're at level 60, that's not a challenge.
Yeah. And I feel like that's something that they should kind of focus on just a little bit. And I know that the main audience is not super, like, competitive's not the right word, but hardcore. Yeah, they're not as hardcore. Like, they just want to play the Pokemon game. And I understand that, but it's just like, well,
if it's not challenging, it's not fun. As time goes on, if it does not become challenging, it will not stay fun.
To a degree, it does not stay fun. Because, I mean, sure, the story's there, and the story is what people kind of play. People play Pokemon for the story and to catch their Pokemon.
That's what I play Pokemon for. Not necessarily for the story, but to catch my Pokemon. That's why I'm upset about Generation 8, but...
But it would be nice if there was some sort of difficulty. Because, like I said, the game is only as hard as you make it, but since you naturally gain levels, they should have some sort of roadblock, I feel like, to be like, hey, the game gets a little quote-unquote difficult, even though it's just a level check.
Yeah.
But it's at least like, hey, make sure you're fighting stuff, you know? Because that's what Pokemon is. It's collecting and fighting.
Oh, they did that in Let's Go, in some of the gyms.
That's right,
You can't challenge them if you don't have a Pokemon at a certain level.
But, I mean, not that.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like you should actually go in there and be able to battle, and then you get wrecked.
Exactly.
And be like, oh, shoot.
I don't want them to be like, hey, you have to be this level.
Or like getting close to wrecked by like one of the first people you battle. That happened to me in X and Y. The very first gym, the Bug Girl. I went in there, just ran straight in to fight the gym. I got destroyed by her, and I was like, what?
So it's like, I want it to be difficult.
Yeah.
As difficult as they can make it, you know?
Right.
Because it's just more fun.
Yeah.
And I can just grind out levels if I find it's too hard.
Yeah. So most of the trial captains, though, they all had pretty neat personalities. There's that one guy that I don't remember with like the pink hair. I don't remember him too much. Pink hair? Yeah, isn't he a trial captain? Tan, pink hair. Anyway, don't care. But we got also Lana and Mallow. And those two were nice.
Hala. Well, nope. No, Alima. That's who you're talking about. The normal type.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hala's the
captain dude.
Whatever. Not captain.
I know what you're talking about.
Big honcho, head honcho, man.
The big kahuna.
Kahuna.
I actually think that was right.
It is Kahuna. Not Big Kahuna, but it's Kahuna. Thank you so much. But, yeah, so the only ones that really stuck out to me were Mallow.
And Kiakwe.
Kiawe.
Is it not? I thought there was another
Kiawe.
K. Okay.
He was kind of there.
I thought he was neat, at least.
He showed up a few times, and I guess that kind of... The only reason why I actually remember Mallow is because you see her a few times before her trial. So, like, she's there. She's doing stuff. Everybody else...
And she's very talkative.
Yeah. And, I mean, Alima kind of shows up a few times before his trial.
Yeah.
But I just don't like him. He's just kind of there.
Was Mina introduced in this generation?
Yes, but you did not fight her.
Yeah.
In Sun and Moon. In Ultra Sun and Moon, you did.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You get to battle her in Let's Go also. No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
Do you battle her? I just remember meeting her in Let's Go.
Yeah, no.
But Smeargle's not in Generation 1, so... What? Anyway, there's a long break is what you can see on this. But, anyway, yeah, so like a lot of random characters, I guess. It just feels like there's a lot of characters in this game.
There are quite a few, but most of them just aren't memorable.
Yeah. And then, something you want to touch on, because I think that's really one of our last bases to hit anyway.
Well, hold on. You want to hit not Gym Leaders, Elite Four real fast?
Nope.
No? Do you remember any of them?
Nope.
It's Hala, Ace
Yeah, it's like a few of the old captains, and then you fight Kukui.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about the professor! Kukui's awesome.
I do like Kukui. Kukui's a cool guy.
Yep.
He's a neat one. He's also the Master Royale. Oh! Battle Royales! Those are cool.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Except that it sucks that whenever one person lost, it just kind of ended. It didn't go until there was only one left standing. They should have had it to where it was only last person standing.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense otherwise.
That would have been better. But it was neat. It was a neat idea. If they brought it back and fixed it, I'd be really happy about that. Because Battle Royales are really neat in Pokemon.
Yep.
Anyway.
Yeah, I did absolutely forget
about that. Also Kahili. She is a flying type girl. She's a golfer. And she's in the Elite Four. That is the only time you see her in the Elite Four.
They just gathered their own new person.
Yep.
They couldn't make them all trial captains.
Well,
had to have other cool people.
They talk about her in one of the resorts. But besides that, you just never see her. She just kind of shows up, and it's like, who I recognize these three guys.
Yeah.
Who are you?
And then Alolan forms. First time anything like this has ever been done before, and that was actually pretty neat.
I liked it.
I don't see a reason to not like it, honestly. It's just them experimenting with old Pokemon. Yeah. And, like, that's cool. I hope that later, if they do anything like it, they don't stick just to Generation 1, because Generation 1 gets way too much treatment, and I'm honestly kind of sick of the Generation 1 Pokemon.
I really wish that Game Freak and Nintendo would stop pandering to the Gen 1 fans, because there's so many new people that join the game or the series all the time. So it's like, whenever... And I understand that, like, the old... Because Pokemon is targeted towards younger kids, but a lot of older people play it. Like, the roles are reversed. A lot of older people play it, but it's more targeted to younger kids.
Yeah.
But that's just not the case. Like, young kids really don't... I mean, they do.
Not a lot of them
care
too much, yeah.
Yeah. So, it would be...
It's people that grew up on Pokemon that like it.
Yeah.
Like me and you!
Yeah. But I didn't even start in Generation 1. Like,
I did. But Generation 1 has never been my favorite.
Yeah,
even when I was only playing Generation 1, I was like, this could be better.
I mean,
and then I found Generation 3.
But whenever I started, like, I guess I did play Leaf Green first. Never mind. I'm wrong about that.
Well, you were exposed to
I was exposed
other generation Pokemon.
Yeah.
I played Yellow.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Huh. Yellow was my first game.
But you're right, because I watched the anime. I saw all these different Pokemon.
Yeah.
And then I played Gen 1. And I mean, Leaf Green had some different Pokemon in it from, like, Generation 2...
2 and 3.
2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
So
they came out after Emerald.
You're right, it did. So, there was that. But, yeah, Generation 1 was never my favorite. And it just, like, most of the Pokemon in Generation 1 aren't even that good. There's a few good ones.
You're right.
But most of them...
Hard truths, people.
He's
right.
One of them is just rock with a face.
And arms.
And arms. That's weird. One of them's just a Pokeball with a face that blows up. Like, some of them are just coconuts. Eggs. No, they're seeds.
How come one has yolk in it?
It's not.
What is it? Honey? He's cracked and there's yolk. It's an egg.
Nope, they're seeds.
Right, is he execute and there's executor? Is that right?
Yeah, it's execute and executor. Nope, they're seeds. That's why they turn into coconut tree.
Lies, I don't believe it.
Why would eggs turn into coconut tree?
I don't know, but they're eggs.
They're not eggs.
They're pink, and they have yolk in them, and they crack.
But they're seeds.
They have yolk.
Anyways, Alolan forms were really cool.
I'm okay with it having been Gen 1, though. That's a good way to get started. Now do others.
Yes, just do others. They were cool. If you're going to do it again, do others. Please and thank you.
So thank you everybody for listening today. This one was longer than everything else, but that's a fitting finale for us to like really, really dig deep into one of these. So I hope you guys appreciated or enjoyed the series. We might do one more, just kind of disgusting, 8. But discussing Generation 8, but it definitely won't be a region review. It'd be more like a region preview because like we don't know much.
It'll be a region rant.
That's very likely. But again, thank you guys very much for listening to us today, and if you watched our other episodes, again, thanks for that. And subscribe to the channel. We do podcasts every week and videos every Friday with streams in between sometimes. And now we've just recently introduced corners, so you might notice more other videos going up throughout the week as well, usually on a Wednesday, I'd say. So again, thank you guys very much. We will see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Bye.